They're going to have Deshaun Watson on their roster going into week 1. The question is how? You're going to dress him? Not play him? You're going to send him home? Pay him? Sure looks like it. Sure looks like it. Try to trade him. Sure looks like it there too. Dolphins say, what Deshaun Watson? What are you talking about? Who is our starter? Okay, got it. Philadelphia going with Jalen Hurts. Yep. Carolina sticking with Sam Darnold, even though you're sticking with the quarterback you just got. Yep. Colorado. State of Colorado. Denver Broncos, they're going with Teddy Bridgewater. Deshaun who? Well, that's what the Texans' approach is going to be about Deshaun Watson. This was Nick Caserio yesterday. See if you can spot the phrase that pays.
Each day, we're going to make the decision that we feel is best. I would say, again, it's a one-step process. Deshaun's been here every day. He's been in training camp every day. He's been in the building. He's been in meetings. He's been around his teammates. And again, we're going to take it one day at a time. I'm not going to get into a lot of speculation about what has happened, what didn't happen. It's a waste of everybody's time, quite frankly. I think there's more important things to talk about. So, again, we're going to take it one day at a time. We're going to do what we feel is best for our team and organization. And, again, I would say there's no finite answer. There's no definitive answer here at this point. And that's how we're going to handle it.
Okay. Did you spot the phrase it pays?
Well, he said one day at a time a bunch of times.
One day at a time.
Yeah.
Now, before we get to that, I would beg to differ that there's it's an interesting thing to talk about. We're not wasting our energy on what you've tried to do.
This is not wasted energy.
Nick. Not at all wasted energy. It's wasted energy because he doesn't want the other teams to be identified specifically, even though it's been identified journalistically.
Yeah, they're out there.
Because, you're talking to teams, it's confidential. Somehow, some way, it got out there that the Dolphins were a front runner and other teams tried. Also got out there that he's saying no pick protections. I will not offer you any protections for picks based on what happens with Deshaun Watson. Once Deshaun's off my team, I'm done. Page is turned. Turn to the page, which is usually another phrase that you hear from a general manager. Maybe the fact that it was 3 1s and 2 2s that he was asking for, that was your pick protection. Because you're asking me to help protect the picks that I'm receiving. Actually, what I'm doing is protecting you from me taking more picks from you. That's your pick protection. I think that's what it sounded like what Nick Caserio was doing with other teams.
Right.
I'm not helping you protect the picks you're sending me. I'm protecting you from the number of picks I would ask from you if there wasn't all this other stuff.
I'm doing you a favor.
Yeah, I'm helping you help you. I think I got that right. So let's just get that aside. But the one day at a time, yep, you are taking it one day at a time because guess what? We have no idea what the day will bring in Deshaun Watson's case says, or grand jury, or FBI investigations, whether they're investigating those who are falsely accusing him, allegedly, or they're investigating him based on the accusations to this point unsubstantiated, except the word of the accusers. So who's the FBI investigating, the quarterback or the accusers, or both? And when will we know that's over? Well, you don't even know what might actually be going on, for real, and so on and so forth. That's why it's one day at a time. As a matter of fact, if Susie was here and serving mimosas to you guys, you're lucky that she's not here serving mimosas to you guys.
Thursday, Rich.
Because, I know it's Mimosa Tuesday.
Mimosa Tuesday.
Well, let's just say she was here and it was Mimosa Thursday, because I will pretty much tell you that when she comes back, whatever day it is Mimosa.
It'll be Mimosa that day.
Okay, just letting you know.
I mean,
giving you a heads up.
Don't threaten us
Let's
with a
just
good
say
time.
she was here.
What are we talking about?
Let's just say she was here with this best mom ever sign that I've got here for when she sits in this chair. And if the mimosas were here, she would make you drink for every time he said one day at a time yesterday. Right. Hoskins, roll that one.
He's on the roster. He's on our team. Again, what does that mean moving forward? Again, it's a one day at a time, I would say, proposition and endeavor, and that's how we're going to handle it. I've had multiple conversations with Deshaun in training camp. Like I said, his attitude has been good. He hasn't been a problem. He hasn't been a disruption. So, again, we're just going to kind of take it one day at a time. I'm not going to get into a commentary about an individual status or his situation. Again, we're going to take it one day at a time, Aaron, and then we'll handle it accordingly. I'm not going to comment about what's going to happen, who's going to play, who's going to do what. So I'd say he's on the roster today, and we're going to take it one day at a time.
As a matter of fact, you could potentially call Nick Caserio the Schneider of NFL general managers. Go ahead. We got there it is. The new season strategy for the Houston Texans. We're putting it up on the screen for our radio audience. There it is. One day at a time.
Schneider.
Boy, the young Valerie Bertinelli right there, huh? There it is.
I mean,
that's it. Can you grab that and tweet that one out? That's one day at a time.
Sure.
It's the new season strategy.
Who was the dad on that show?
Oh, there was it.
There was no dad. That
It
was
was
the whole
a
point.
single-
There
it was a single
father.
mom and two-
Schneider was the handyman.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
the handyman. That was before my time.
Yeah.
Good old Pat Harrington was the actor
Yes.
because I'm afflicted with knowing stuff I shouldn't.
Well, it seems like something you should know.
Yeah,
you should know about Schneider.
There you go, man. He's the Schneider of. Now then, it's just so weird, man. I looked up their depth chart just to see what we're going into this season. The Houston Texans. I looked up their depth chart. Seeing Deshaun Watson third on the depth chart is just so wild.
Like,
Tyrod Taylor's first, Davis Mills is second, third is Deshaun Watson. He's going to be third on the depth chart. They're just putting him third on he's healthy. He's third on the depth chart.
Good running backs.
He doesn't want them. They don't want him, but he's going to be there. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.